What's up, you guys? It's your girl Flawless K here. Welcome back to another video. If you read that title, then you already know what this video is about. So grab your tissues, grab your popcorn, your water, whatever you need, because this is gonna be deep. So I haven't been on YouTube for a while and been able to record videos due to some things that has been going on at my job. I have been hit super hard as a new grad, working during this whole pandemic and everything that's been going on. I know that I am a nephrology nurse. I work in a dialysis center, but nursing is nursing, patients are patients, and whatever it is, we and I especially dealt with, the whole virus that has been out here. So I'm just going to share a little bit of my experience, kind of tell you guys what's been going on, and hopefully that this can give you some good insight to what we have been dealing with or what I've been dealing with as a new grad since this whole started. I'm trying to remember how we even started kind of implementing things. I know at first we had to wear our mask all the time. Then it came to a point where we were short on masks. So we had one of these. It flew away. Let me get it. We had to wear one of these surgical masks all day for 12 hours that we were on the floor working. We had one mask. Come in, check your one mask. We had to count these. There was someone who would count the face mask, put them in a box, lock the other face mask up so that we can only utilize the ones that we had on the floor. And that goes the same for the employees and the patients. Everyone could get one mask a day that they came to work, which was bad because we were short on masks at the time that everything was happening. Right after that, it kind of came to, we had to wear our face shields when we were caring for our patients, just like doing anything, assessments in the machine, like anything. We had to wear our face masks if we were in front of the patients. But then there came a point in time at our facility, or at my facility I should say, where we became short on gowns. So we could only have one gown for like the whole week, unless it got blood or something soiled on it. We had to keep the same gown for like a week because we were like short on masks, we were short on gowns. Like, this whole pandemic had really broke out. People were dying left and right. People were in the hospitals. People were panicking. So, the hand sanitizers, we were tight on those as well. We were tight on everything, like no masks, no surgical gowns. I mean, our disposable face shields, we had to reuse them. Disposable face shields, we had to reuse them. Disposable gowns, we had to reuse them. Masks that we wear for tiny procedures while changing a CVC dressing change, we had to use them. One mask for the whole day. It was crazy. It was crazy. I think I really kind of started blowing up about it when we had to keep the same gowns. You know what I'm saying? It was one thing to wear a mask all day, to wear our face shields, but it was another thing to hold on to the same gowns for a whole week or so, because we were short on gowns, which was insane. Because if you know dialysis, we wear our gowns, we don't weigh at the end of the day, or we don't weigh, so these were just crazy things that was just starting to happen. So then we kind of had to change our procedures when we started screening everybody, like doing temperature checks, kind of asking some questions. But then all double hockey sticks broke out, guys. Like, all the stuff broke out. Like, we had a massive outbreak. massive outbreak. Like, we had maybe like one person pop up positive. We were doing so good for weeks. No positive cases, no one popping up positive. Like, we were doing good, and then it just smacked us in the face. It smacked my clinic in the face. We had a major breakout. Major. With all the morning patients, majority of the morning patients, we had a major outbreak, guys. When I say we were sending patients out, 3, 4 patients, 5 patients a day for about 2 weeks. We were sending patients out a day, and people just testing positive, and we were like, oh my gosh, what is happening? What are we doing wrong? Where did we go wrong? So not only was there patients, at this point we had over 30 patients out from COVID, right? Majority of morning. When I tell you morning, like, I don't work in the morning, I work at night. But when I tell you, like, the morning shift patients were like, chairs were just empty. It was like a desert. Like, there was barely any patients because they were all out due to COVID. So at my facility, we don't care for any COVID positive patients. We do send them out to a different clinic where they get tested and they wait for their results. They can still get their dialysis treatment. Then once they do come up positive, they get sent to a whole different clinic where they strictly take care of just positive COVID patients. So not only did we have a big major outbreak with our patients, we had a outbreak between the staff. The staff were getting sick. Like, morning staff was just dropping like flies, like pew, 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 pew. I can't even say off the top of my head. Maybe like eight staff members get sick from COVID all around the same time. So not only were we missing patients, we were super short-staffed in the morning times. It was crazy. And I'm just like, what is going on? It got to a point where it's like, should I even be at home with my family? Like, I live at home with my family and I have a little sister. Like, should I even be coming home? Like, I was taking the extra precautions, you know, changing my gowns, putting my gowns in a bag, washing my clothes, doing all this and that, but something was not right. So we had to get to the bottom of it, of what was causing the outbreak to happen. So we figured it was them trying to gather in the lobby before we were trying to screen. So then we had to change our policies. But since we had a big major outbreak, guys, at our facility, we had the inspectors come in and see what the F was going on. Because that's what I wanted to know. What the F was going on? At night, we had a couple people turn up positive at night. I would say we did have a couple of people, maybe like 5, but we had 30 patients turn up positive. On top of that, we all know how this virus can get, guys. We all know how this virus can get. It can go good or it could go bad. So we were just crossing our fingers, hoping it wasn't going bad. As we were sending patients out, patients were dropping like flies. Like, we had maybe like, I don't know, I feel like recently more than 5. I feel like definitely more than 5. At the time, we had like a couple people pass away, and we were like, oh my gosh, like what is happening here? That wasn't even the highlight of this whole situation. Yeah, so of our shortness of staff, of our outbreak, of our materials, well, at that time we were able to get more materials, so we were allowed to have 2 masks a day. We were able to change our gowns more frequently and everything like that. We were still bleaching down everything as much as possible, but a coworker ends up going downhill. She ends up, getting sick. Not 100% sure where she contracted the virus from. I speculate she probably got it from work. I don't want to speculate that, but maybe. She started going downhill. It was in the ICU, and we were like, what? And then she got better, and then one day it was just like, at the end of my shift, it was just like, I got the news. It was like, such and such passed away. And we were like, what? It hit us hard, because not only did, it's one thing to have a patient pass away, but it's another thing to have an employee pass away who's out here fighting and working hard to protect themselves, protect their family, protect the patients, to stop everything from happening. And I was just like, oh, wow. This person wasn't old. She was, normal age. It was just like, wow, this is real. We got everything back under control. Our cases have declined drastically. We're doing better. Our patients doing better. We implementing that people wear their masks. That was a problem. Patients weren't wearing their masks. They were getting transported from here to here, taking a bus, this and that, and they weren't wearing their mask. They brought it in here to our facility, which caused a major outbreak elsewhere. But overall, my experience dealing with this whole pandemic has just been absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, okay? I've been freaking go to nursing school and learn how to deal with a freaking pandemic or a freaking unknown, inanimate, soft, silent, deadly killer that we don't see. I was not taught how to deal with this stuff. I was taught how to care for patients, not deal with something like this. So trust me, as a new grad, I was very overwhelmed. I was crying some days because I was like, I've lost patients that I loved dearly, and just to think I was the one who sent the patients out because their temperature was high and reckless. And I was like, bye, you can't come in here, you have to go. You know what I'm saying? Love you, be safe, get well, and come back. And that was my last time talking to that person. Because no, that person never came back. Those patients never came back. Bye, hope you feel well, watching you leave out on the stretcher and never come back. Who would have known? That's why it's like, I'm just saying. And we've had patients who were just like 92 years old, leave, get sick with corona, come back, fine as dandy. And we've had 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds leave, get sick, and don't come back. That's why I feel like this is like Russian roulette. This thing is Russian roulette. Granted, things have gotten so much better. I don't have to deal with any of that stuff. But let me tell you, it was not fun. It was not pretty. It's not nothing nice to deal with. And I'm just glad I was able to kind of experience it as a new grad, because it's helped me grow a lot and get in there a lot. But it was not cute. It's not for the birds. It's not for the bees. Well, that is all I had to talk about. Hope you guys were able to get some insight based on my story, based on kind of the things that I went through, and I hope that this can help you be more enlightened to everything that's going on around you, and you're just not stuck in this bubble. And for all the healthcare workers who are out there busting your butts off, continue to work hard and continue to bust your butt off, because people are super grateful for it. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, girl. Like, and comment down below what you think. If you're a healthcare provider, if you had any experiences dealing with this whole pandemic, and let me know your thoughts. And I will see you in my next video.